It is with deep sadness that we announce the death of Jane Camille, also known as Miron, originally of Bruceville, Vieux. She resided in Castries and passed away in Poilin on Monday, 11 September 2023 at approximately 4:19 p.m. She was 44 years old. She was predeceased by her mother, Macrina Camille of Bruceville, Vieux, left to mourn her father, Marcellus Alexander, also known as Telloc of Vieux. 3 children, Bernicia Camille of Bruceville, who resides in Castries, J. Dennis in the UK, Ranisha Gaston of Ancillary, grandchild, Athena Solomon of Deriso, 6 sisters, Asha Camille of Bruceville, Siobhan Louis of Vieux, Cyrilla Louis Innes in Canada, Kia Louis of Vieux, Delva Alexander in the UK, Tracy Fontenelle of Barbados. 11 brothers, Brad Camille, Rick Camille, Guyver Camille, all of Bruceville, Irvin Louis, Marvin Louis, both of Vieux, Aaron Louis in Canada, Luther Alfred, Talas Alfred, Mano Alfred, Miguel Alfred, all residing in the UK, Jade Alexander of Larissus. Step-parents, James Philip of Pi and Apollonia Louis of Vieux. 30 nieces and nephews. Uncles and aunties, Michael Camille in Bexar, Elford Francis, also known as Lion in Canada, Phileas Francis, also known as Al from Poilin, who resides in Martinique, Bob Francis, Edwin Francis, also known as Borrow, Nelson Francis, also known as J, all of Poilin, Willis Francis, also known as Smile of Poilin, Henry Bourne, Lindsay Alexander, Elsner Alexander, all of Vieux, Anselm Alexander in the U.S., Noella Camille Augustine and family of Cambiche Babonneau, Elena Camille, who was also her caretaker of Bruceville, Alma President in Canada, Andrea Ismail, also known as Miss Anne of Castries, Althea Taylor, also known as Dal, who was also her caretaker of Poilin, Florence Alexander, Petra Bourne, both residing in the U.S., Agatha Alexander, Sylvia Alexander, both of Vieux. Cousins, including Chantel Joseph, Remus Camille VJ and family, both of Bruceville, Emmanuel Moses in Barbados, Shane Joseph and family of Poilin, Joseph Camille, also known as Norris in the U.S., Dinah Francis, who was also her caretaker of Poilin, Nadia Seeley of Bellevue, who resides in Martinique, Liken Francis, Talia Taylor, Kashima Taylor, Raphael Francis, also known as Fawo, Sheena Francis, Darian Francis, Aliyah Francis, Mitchum Francis, Marlon Francis, Nadel Francis, all of Poilin, Salita James of Monipo, Kern Francis, Yannick Francis, Melvin Camille, Bernadine Joseph, Kanisha Francis, Devin Francis, all of Poilin. Grand uncles, Philip Francis and family, John Francis and family, Vitalis Francis and family, Leo Francis and family, Francis Francis and family, all of Poilin, Gabriel Francis and family, Alfred Francis and family, both residing in the U.S., Nicholas Francis and family, George Francis and family, both residing in the UK, Satulinus Joseph and family of Lapwet, Monipole, Callistus Joseph and family, Michael Joseph and family, both of Poila, Evans Joseph of Poila. Grand aunts: Teresa Camille and family of Bruceville, Magdalena Seri and family of Poila, Mary George and family of Poila, Fatima Trim and family of Poila, Elizabeth George and family in Texas, Benedict Christophe and family of Monrepo. Friends: Jessica Leonce, best friend of Marsha, Joseph Charles, also known as Joe of Rockall, Chanel McDonald Daniel of Marsha, Jesiana Edward of Babonneau, Emily Lewis of Sunbuilt, Unita Jean of Calvary Road, Louisa Setut of Ciceron, Wellen Peter of Bexon, Nelson James of Monrepo. Adopted mothers: Christine Francis, residing in Canada, Jeanette Francis of Poila. Caretaker: Susanna Peter Francis of Poila. Also left to mourn: the family of Christiana Camille of Poila, the Camille family from Bruceville, Bellevue, and Poila, the Francis family from Poila and the U.S., the Alexander family from Cooleytown, Marico. The funeral service for the late Jane Camille, also known as Miron, will be held on Sunday, 1st October 2023, at the Monrepo Estate Church at 2 p.m. Her body will then be laid to rest at the Monrepo Cemetery. The body now lies at Lazarus Funeral Home, New Dock Road, Vieux. May she rest in perfect peace.